Data management is concerned with setting up the basic table data for the people who are capturing your data, the readers or the interviewers, the people who are providing the data, who are the authors or the interviewees, and we're going to deal with categories. Now, I'm just assuming you know all about qualitative research to the extent that you know coding of your textual data is normally done with these things called categories. You're going to see some simple examples real soon. Let's just take this in sequence. Okay, we're going to set up our readers. Well, they were capturers a moment ago because we chose to label these things readers. This is an example where we're reading a few academic texts. These data management forms all contain the same sort of buttons here. We can close it, we can delete an entry, we can see a datasheet view, which is not very interesting, and go back to the form view, and we can return to the analysis of sources. That just takes you back to the working formula. Whoa, we're going to come back there in a moment. Now, the originators, in this case they're authors. This system only has one slot for an originator, so I know you have authors 8, 9, 10 to one paper. Here we're just dealing, for the sake of simplicity, with the first author. In the forms, when you see a green drop down like this, you can drop down and you see immediately we're dealing with 4 authors, in this case 2 simple papers, although you won't see Laura's name again because Cheryl Brown, her colleague, is the one whose name comes up as the first author. You get it? Now, the categories are the things we're looking for examples of in our research, and it's a little bit more complicated. What we've done here is set up a list of 8, and you won't immediately see the pattern, but these are the sorts of things we're looking for. Just look at business, education, government. I mean, these are 3 major areas of society. You getting the idea here? If we're talking about business, then come on, business is about strategy, and it's about operations, and it's about other stuff. Society is also about technology, so you can see a strong hint of a structure there. When we're working, we will probably want to change, but we can structure our categories by defining these kinds of relationships here. And on this form we have what we call the high cat on the left and the low cat on the right. They're not literally high and low, but it defines the nature of the relationship. We're saying business includes operations, business includes strategy, and then society is the one that includes all of those things. You get the idea? In fact, the relationship is at your option. 6 are predefined. Includes is like the default, but you can have included in, which is going the other way. It could be confusing. Is a kind of, or occurs as. Those are opposites, really. And I've got this idea about dependency. Depends on or enables. In philosophy, there is decomposition. One thing is made up of others. There's typology. One thing is an example of some kind of thing. And then there's the functional dependency. One thing is functionally dependent on another. Take it away, guys. Go find some philosophical literature and read it. We're just talking about a tool, okay? So let's leave that for the moment. So those categories are structured right now, provisionally. We won't worry about the concordance because that only makes any sense when we've done some data entry. So that's a quick run through of the data management at the first level. We'll come back soon and we'll look at the analysis.